Waica is an association of insurance operators in Anglophone West Africa formed in 1973, including the Gambia, Ghana, Liberia, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone. These Waica Anglophone member countries promote and foster cooperation and collaboration amongst insurers, reinsurers, and other insurance-related professionals in West Africa.
The West African Insurance Companies Association, which was originally called the West African Insurance Consultative Association, was formed in 1973 in Accra, Ghana. And it was formed with the primary aim of developing the insurance industry in Anglophone West Africa.
This is an organization that has great objectives in terms of integration, networking, sensitization, name it, in our sub-region. More to say the 5 English-speaking West African countries.
An area which I always say education, which is very important, and Waica has done well on that. It has created the West African insurance companies, the reinsurance company, which is called Waica Re 2, which is based in Freetown. The Y is based in Gambia, as you may know, the institute. The reinsurance company 2 is based in Sierra Leone, and it's the company is doing very well today. So those two are source of pride for everybody, especially us, the past residents and people that have gone through Waica over the years.
The annual rotating conference was hosted by the Insurance Association of the Gambia at the Kairaba Beach Hotel in Kololi. This was the 39th annual general meeting and educational conference of Waica, which brought together about 200 insurance professionals from across West Africa.
Today being the beginning of the day is the cocktail, and you can see that everybody, we're all enjoying ourselves, we're all feeling good. We're all happy to be in Gambia, and we'll expect that we'll have a very good conference starting tomorrow.
Well, today being the first day of the occasion, you can see delegates have arrived and everybody is happy. The cocktail is always a good opportunity to meet other delegates and to mingle and know who is here and discuss what has happened since we met the last time. And I'm looking forward to the conference itself.
So this is a big opening. We have a large number from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from Liberia, and of course from the Gambia. It's always a pleasure to be here. I wish that all the deliberations tomorrow will be fruitful and it will help us in further developing our organization.
The whole essence of this conference is to bring all the insurance practitioners in Anglophone West Africa together in a very formal and informal atmosphere in which we deliberate different issues pertaining to the well-being of the insurance fraternity.
And coming together basically more like comes to be complementing each other in terms of our practices. In that you get to the point, insurance practice in Nigeria is the same as any of these other countries, all the way to the Gambia.
We have been holding conferences, educational conferences, to develop our industry, whereby we sit together, discuss issues that sort of are of concern to the various individual insurance companies and countries, and come about with resolutions, action plans, which we seek to implement.
Waica is fully persuaded that the unification of the West African financial service market is an important prerequisite for boosting cross-border trade and by extension the business of insurance. That is why we must all embrace, encourage and create the right condition for the emergence of harmonized insurance laws, regulations and supervisory approaches that will grow a viable and sustainable industry that is beneficial to all stakeholders.
Annually, a new Waica president is elected to serve a one-year term as the president of West Africa Insurance Company Association.
We always have an inauguration at a closing dinner where we swear the president in He has an oath that he takes, you know, so that he knows that he has to protect the interest of Waica according to law. Fortunately, this year we are here in the Gambia, and Mr. Makaire Bejan, Managing Director of Royal Insurance Company in the Gambia, has been elected to become the president for the year 2017-2018. Now, he took over from Mr. Rotimi Fashola from Nigeria.
Yeah. It was a great event because looking at the challenges of coming to Gambia, I was really not surprised. People love Gambia, but I was really impressed by the commitment of the delegates. Coming to Gambia, it's not easy because you all know there is no flights coming to Gambia. It's a challenge traveling to the Gambia. So, but they took the trouble of going all the way. Some went all the way to Europe. Some Dakar, took how many flights? 3, 4 to get here. So that alone means that they committed to the Gambian market. And that is commendable. Honestly, I was really impressed. We all want to thank the delegates because despite the challenges, and luckily for us too, we did well. It was successfully hosted.
It's very important given the new dispensation that we have in the country now, which is quite welcome, because we have to set an agenda which will include the insurance development of the sector, and indeed all other sectors, because there's a saying that goes that all other professions, all other sectors depend on the insurance industry to continue their existence. So this meeting with the President for us is a show of support that he will encourage us to develop to the optimum. We were discussing with him the issue of creating awareness, and that is a major issue that we have in most countries, the lack of awareness of insurance, the subject of insurance. And given the fact that the President has supported us in this, we're quite elated.
It has been a very successful AGM and educational conference this year with the theme regional integration through uniform compliance. And if you come to really look at it, we had chosen very good speakers to come and present on this theme, and they have lived up to expectation, and very good resolutions have been taken out of this conference, which all members actually have been given copies to go back to their respective countries and try to really implement. And the strategy committee we're actually talking about is one tool that we can actually use to really ensure and see to read that this is actually fully implemented, if not 100%, at least 90% achievement.
Waica has done quite a bit in the last, since its inception, and but we still have a long way to go. There are lots of things we are trying to put through. We're trying to make sure we have insurance for everybody, even at the grassroots level.